there's always going to be something else. It's always going to be a cruise. There's always going to be a birthday party. There's always going to be a wedding. There's always going to be an anniversary. So whether you decide to, so what happens if you wait until after this one? You're going to wait until after the next one, wait until after the next one. And the years, weeks, months, and years roll by and you're still fat and sick. There's always going to be something. You might as well learn how to work your way through it instead of just avoiding it.
I'm Cristy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening.
Welcome to another episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. I am your host, Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer, and being joined by Carrie Thompson. Thank you, sis, for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Also, I'm going to work on something. When you say retired professional boxer, I don't know if I should be like really great ICU nurse at one point in time. I don't know. I gotta work on something, Cristy.
You got to work on your own thing. I know. I developed, I was at an event and someone brought their 2-year-old to meet me. And she said, every time you say, I'm Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer, the little 2-year-old shadow boxes in the air. She goes, pa, 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 like that, because she sees me do it. Oh, I thought that was priceless.
I have a schlib, a thing to say, but I don't have a movement with it.
What is your thing to say?
My thing is, I'm Carrie Thompson, Chief Operations Officer here at Code Red Fitness and Nutrition. I'm a retired nurse. I go into that whole nurse thing. And
you got your elevator. Okay.
Yeah, my elevator pitch. I just don't have any movements with it.
Yeah. It doesn't really have like an IV starting movement or something, or birthing children since you've had 3 of them. You guys. It's so good to have you here with us. We love doing this. There are a couple aspects of both of our jobs that maybe we don't particularly like. If we got to fire an employee, or we got a shipping problem, or we're losing some money somewhere, and those aren't fun. This is fun for us.
Yeah, this is definitely the best part. I know I say that every time, but let me say it one more time. It is my most fun part of my day. If I could just do this again, I've applied for that position. Cristy's turned me down several times. I keep getting a rejection letter. You may do it intermittently. You may not do it every day, Cristy, Carrie.
Oh, man. Well, we appreciate all of you guys. It's because of you that this podcast is doing so well. And we just appreciate that. So continue to rate, review, and share. That helps push that to the top of the list. It helps get more, the whole message of hope and healing out to more people. It's not that I'm trying to be famous. I want people healed, because I don't know if you looked around lately, but 88% of this country is metabolically sick. We have a serious, serious problem on our hands. So the more people that understand the message of hope and healing, the more have the opportunity to choose Code Red, or they can choose something else. But we think Code Red's the easiest plan to manage, that's closest to the proper human diet.
Amen. It was funny in my, I have a hilarious little workout class. I don't think anybody who goes to it listens to this, so I will say it. They're like, you mean you don't eat 3 meals and 2 snacks a day? And I am like, do I really have to talk about this right now? But I go, no, if that were working, we all wouldn't be fat. No, you can't eat 3 snacks and 2 meals a day. You're eating all dang day long. But it was funny. We do have, and I said, look at our obesity epidemic.
I'm last 70 years, the government has tried to advise us to eat less and move more, and that just ain't working.
Nope.
You can't just eat. It's just not working. So we think that Code Red's got it figured out, and we would invite you to give it a shot with one of our monthly rolling challenges, 10poundtakedown.com. So let's get into today's podcast. I can't wait to talk about this. We're asking you, we're challenging you. We want to talk about why wait? Why are you waiting? And I don't know if I'm going to call it why wait, or why are you waiting? Because I was thinking, and then the reason this came up, and I was going to originally call it I know something about flipping a switch, because I think a lot of people think, well, January 1st is going to automatically flip that switch and then they're just going to magically lose weight,
Right.
or Monday is going to come around and that switch is going to flip and they're automatically going to lose weight. And or I don't know what these people are thinking is just going to happen. But now we want to just overall ask you, why are you waiting?
I understand this mentality just because I did it for so many years. When I'm going to get through Christmas and then I'm going to start my diet, or, well, let me just get through my birthday, or when I turn, or when I after I get this knee fixed, or after I have this surgery, or after this baby is born, or after my grandbaby is born, and Cristy, we see it all the time. It is the same reason why people do not want to join one of our rolling challenges in November until they look at all of this crazy, they're crazy pictures of themselves at the Thanksgiving dinner. Then they're like, oh crap, I look fat. And yes, I can say fat because I've lost 100 pounds and kept it off. So they wait until they see these awful pictures. Then they're like, I got to do something about it. Why are we waiting for the pictures? Remember back in the day when we used to send in the film?
Oh, Carrie,
And
yes.
get it back.
Walgreens. Come on,
And
Walgreens photo center.
You look through it. Remember that, y'all? But why are we waiting for that roll of film to come back? Why are you waiting for that birthday? Why are you waiting? I question. I'm not going to get a lot of love from this statement, Cristy.
Well,
are you ready?
Let's hear it.
Usually it's you that doesn't get love. But I question your motivation if you're waiting.
Oh, heck.
I question your commitment if you're waiting. And me too, guys. So I'm in the same boat. I question your motivation, your commitment, and your reasons for doing it if you're always waiting for the next Monday, the next Sunday, the next birthday, the next big milestone, January 1st.
I know why they're doing it, and so do you, but I'll be the one that says it. We know what you're doing because we used to be there and we've done it before. We know what you're doing. You're saying, I'm just going to enjoy this birthday dinner. I'm going to enjoy the trip to Chandler's. I'm going to enjoy this princess cruise for 11 days. I'm going to just get through this and enjoy myself. But I want you to rethink what you find enjoyable, because I don't know anybody who loves asking for the seatbelt extender on the plane. I don't know anybody who loves to wake up to foggy brain. And I know because anytime I've ever gone off my eating plan, anytime I've ever gone off Code Red, it's foggy brain. I don't know anybody that loves buying bigger LuLaRoe leggings. So the whole enjoying, that's not fun for me.
So I have had so many people say to me, Cristy, well, I have an anniversary cruise. After that, I'll start. Let me tell you something. I've been on a few cruises. And I have been on all of them as a fat girl. And I did not enjoy any of it. I was miserable. All my pictures are of me trying to hide with the cover up closed. All the pictures are of me standing behind the trees and behind the people and I didn't enjoy. Now, can you have a good time if you're fat? I am not saying you can't have a good time if you're fat. Don't be writing into me and saying Carrie thinks that fat people can't have fun. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you from my own personal experience, 250 pounds going on a cruise was not really enjoyable, even though I could eat 24/7. So why did I wait, Cristy? What do I think that I deserve that food so much, that 24-hour day food so much? I was miserable on those cruises, Cristy. If I had just started a 10-pound takedown before I left and got myself just even feeling a little bit better, I would have had such a better time.
And on the flip side of that, Carrie and I went to Turks and Caicos in, I think, 2019, and we stayed Code Red the whole time. So we had a breakfast and the meal one, we called it meal one. And then we had we might've had a small meal. I think it was chia seeds and flax. And we packed it ourselves for about 2:00 in the afternoon. And so we walked from our hotel room with just our bathing suits on. Ladies, I'm I know you're going to be able to relate to this. We didn't have a cover up on. We had flip flops. We had our phones in our hands, our books, and we walked down our hotel and out, walk. And why? Because we have perfect bodies? No, because we felt so good about ourselves, and we didn't care. We weren't bloated from having ice cream out of the ice cream machine with the sprinkles on top. We weren't breaking out in acne because we had way too much sugar. We weren't, because that's all that crap that happens when you've had too much sugar and alcohol and too much bread. You just bloat and you feel like crap. You can't fit into anything. We didn't feel like that. So we had such a great time. So we've experienced both sides.
Yeah, I had so much of a better time with you in Turks and Caicos because we went to the gym every morning. We had a plan. We also stayed at the breakfast eating area, not eating, but drinking coffee and talking until they were like, do you need anything else? It's noon. Well, I guess we could leave. We have been here since 6 a.m., but we worked. We did Code Red work. But it was such an enjoyable experience. I'm so glad you brought that up because just comparing how I felt on the cruises compared to how I felt with you in Turks and Caicos was worlds difference. That really hit me just now. But why are you waiting until after Thanksgiving, after Christmas, after the New Year, after your son's, if I can just get through my 2-year-old's birthday party? Really? Do you think you're going to be able to get through it better when you eat all that crap food?
Mm-hmm. And what you need to remember is there's always going to be something else. It's always going to be a cruise. There's always going to be a birthday party. There's always going to be a wedding. There's always going to be an anniversary. So whether you decide so what happens if you wait until after this one? You're going to wait until after the next one, and the years, weeks, months, and years roll by and you're still fat and sick. There's always going to be something. You might as well learn how to work your way through it instead of just avoiding it.
If you are serious about taking your life back, start today.
Mm-hmm.
If you're serious, get Cristy's book today. Drink your water today. Don't have anything out of a box today. Eat a veggie today. If you're serious, you're serious. Because Cristy, and you can attest to this as well, the people that we have worked with that are at rock bottom and do the best on your program are the people that are done. They're done with the crap. They're done. They wouldn't care if it was Aunt Susie's 90th birthday party and all she asks is that everyone put frosting on their, food and eat it. Like they wouldn't care because they are that serious. They are that committed. They are that tired of being miserable. Those are the people that do the best on the program.
I like to call those people 2:00 on a Tuesday.
I like that. I've never heard you say that.
It's 2:00 on a Tuesday. And that's when, man, you are done, because at 2:00 on a Tuesday, you are starting a program because you just had it. You truly are at rock bottom and it doesn't matter what is coming around. And I love when those people come to Code Red because Carrie medically screens the custom programs and I write the custom programs. We have one more team member that checks the math and it's, we get 3 sets of eyes on it, make sure we don't make any mistakes. But I love when we can read the custom program paperwork on somebody who is just had it up to here done. And they don't care what it takes. They are going to reach that goal and stay there.
I love those people too. And I love when we get them ready to rock and roll, Cristy. And like they start, I'm going to make this up, but they have written down 278 as their weight. And by the time we get them their custom program, they're like, I'm already 268. And you're like, that's right. Yes. That is absolutely right.
That's someone who has already cleaned out their cupboards. That's already somebody, because you have to clean out your cupboards when you get on Code Red. You can't keep crap and sugar in the cupboards when because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you can't keep Captain Crunch in the cupboard and expect to stay away from that. You can't keep brownies. I couldn't. I'm a recovering sugar addict. I know I'm recovering drug addicts don't keep drugs in their cupboard. And so they've already cleaned out their cupboard. They've already changed the batteries in their scale. They've already ordered one of the Code Red water bottles. Oh, darn it. I didn't have it here sitting. See, that's a rule. Don't go anywhere without your water bottle. They've already prepared. They're setting themselves up for success. That is 2:00 on a Tuesday. They are done. But so many people, they wait for their 40th birthday. They wait until this weekend is over. They wait until the graduation party. And that always worries me. It always worries me because it's another excuse.
People who reach goal weight with Code Red, if they did a custom program, they are then welcomed onto our maintenance page. I'm sure you guys have heard us talk about it. If you didn't do a custom program, you just have to go through the application process. Cristy reviews your information and she decides whether or not, because what Cristy might pick for your goal weight and what you might pick are two different things. And we've discussed this before on this podcast. So I do see a lot of people on the maintenance group that are like, well, my knees, because we encourage them when they come to the maintenance program to start. You guys, physical fitness is a part of taking your life back when you're done with weight loss. We believe that 100%. It has been a part of my
walking. Everybody starts walking.
Start walking. Well, my knees, hey, do you know what? I am 46. When I wake, Cristy may not be able to relate, but anybody else, holla. When I wake up in the morning, something is always a little bit sore. It's creaky, it's cracky. It doesn't matter. I'm always a little bit sore. And then in 5-10 minutes, it goes away. You guys, I'm either going to be sore because I worked out the day before, or I'm going to be sore because I sat my butt on the couch all day. So you're either going to be heading towards taking your life back and losing weight and the pounds going down, or your other option is the pounds go up. And I have been struck recently. My heart has been broken, Cristy. And I never understood it. When you would say it, I would always be like, oh, Cristy needs to go work as an ICU nurse for a few years. So I don't know if it's because I've been away from ICU, but I'm seeing people on Facebook, Cristy, that did our program and did great and then stepped away. And it's breaking my heart, Cristy. I meant to talk to you about this. Maybe this isn't the time. Maybe this podcast isn't the time, but I will bring it back around. And it broke my heart today. I saw somebody in particular that worked really hard. And guys, it's not a fail of Code Red. It is a fail of the person just stepping away from the community is what happens. And then letting, not following the rules. And they're not even that hard of rules. If I can do them, anybody can do them. So it's just stepping away. And it broke my heart. And it's made me sad because I remember when they were 2:00 on a Tuesday, Cristy.
Yep.
I do.
They forgot.
And they forgot what it was like to be so miserable. I had a lady that I was medically screening the other day for one of the custom programs. And she said, I'd really like to be able to cross my legs again. And I thought at my weight, I don't remember what that was like. I don't ever want to know again. But I don't remember what 2:00 on Tuesday felt like, Cristy. I don't remember that. And but the passion and the drive to maintain and everything is still inside me. But I never, ever want to forget what it felt like to walk into Lane Bryant and cry sitting in that dressing room. I never want to forget what that felt like, not being able to cross my legs or be so uncomfortable I couldn't cross my legs or be so uncomfortable in the seat. In the airplane seat, and hope that nobody big came next to me because I was already big. I was already spilling out. So I don't want to forget that, Cristy, but I do feel like people who are they're just waiting. How much more weight do you want to put on before it's time? How many more aches and pains and miserable holidays do you want to experience before it's time? And I don't mean that in a threatening way. And I don't mean that in a guilty way. I mean that in I can relate to how you feel way.
That's what I was going to say, that I get a lot of people that that will message me and they'll say the average person follows me for 5 months before they jump into a challenge, which is just, it blows my mind. 5 months of being miserable, of just as miserable as you have been. And I think, how many more Easters and vacations and graduations and how many more things do you want to go through? You've been miserable for 4, 5, 6 decades. Why would you want to be miserable? Remember the part of the Bible, Carrie, when God sent a plague, I think God said, Moses said, let my people go to Pharaoh.
Children of Israel, right?
Yes, let my people go. And so, they didn't, or he didn't. And so God sent a plague of frogs, Pharaoh. Right. Yeah. And so then he said, hey, if you let my people go, I will stop these frogs, because there were frogs everywhere. And so he said, okay, got it. All right, that's fine. I'll let your people go. And then Moses said, when do you want me to stop these frogs. And he said, tomorrow morning, why would you want to live with those frogs one more second? Why didn't you say like right now? That's the way I think about you guys. When you guys just follow me and you think about it and you think about it, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Why would you want to live this miserable with the headaches and the acne and the brittle hair and the no energy and low libido and the medications for one more night?
And just the sadness. Someone in our family said to me the other day, not our immediate family. They said, I need to buy some jeans. They're not code red. And then they said, I don't even know what size I am anymore. And I thought, oh, I can relate to that. Now I can relate to that. I can relate to, I'm going to go ahead and put the scale in the corner because she's been bad and that's where she's going to stay, bathroom feeling. I can relate to that. And so it doesn't make sense to me that you think that the global you, that people think that suddenly it's going to be a magical moment once January 1st rolls around, or once you get through that holiday party, or once you have your 2-year-old grandson's birthday, because it's not. And you're going to come out the other side feeling a little more miserable, probably a little heavier, a little sick stomach, and you're not going to be in any different spot. So I say 2:00 on Tuesday and do it, commit and make a difference in your life.
Part of it is I think that people, they only know the old way of losing weight. The wrong way of losing weight is exercise and low fat and eating 6 times a day. And so they've been brainwashed to believe lies, that they have to exercise, that they have to eat low fat, and they have to eat frequently. Those are the top 3 biggest lies in weight loss. So they only know what the government and their education and nursing school and medical school and what the commercials have told them. They don't know any other way. And so they try to, and so it is miserable. The thought of having to lose weight via exercise, somebody shoot me like that would, because it doesn't work. But with Code Red, if you actually start drinking your water right now, you will feel better as early as tomorrow morning, which I know is hard to understand. So of course, you don't want to start it because you don't truly know how quick it starts that quick. You start feeling better within a half a day. It's remarkable. So it's not like the old way of doing things where you're hungry all the time, you're miserable, you're not losing weight, and you're sore. And now you got a strained back because you try to deadlift too much at the gym because 19-year-old trainer Sally told you that's what you need to do. And so that also, I understand where you might be discouraged, because if you had to do it that way, I would be discouraged too. But can I tell you, it's not like that with Code Red. With Code Red, it's real food, water, and sleep. It's very simple. It's the proper human diet, and it works as early as tomorrow morning.
Or even Wednesday morning if you start at Tuesday at 2.
There you go. Yeah, right. Exactly. Wednesday morning, you're going to wake up feeling even better than you did the day before.
I can guarantee you from my fat experiences, and I have a lot of them, that you are not going to feel any different on January 1st than you do right now. And chances are you're going to feel worse. You're going to feel worse after that cruise. And maybe you need to feel a little worse so you're more committed to the change. I hate that for you. I hate that you have to gain 5 more pounds. I hate that your knees have to hurt that much more. I don't want that for you. Cristy doesn't want that for you. But I understand, but trust us when I say you will feel so much better, even just making small changes. I had a gal that stepped away from the program. She emailed me. She wanted to come back feeling horrible. We don't judge. We understand. And I just said, I only want you to drink your water this week. That's it. Nothing else. Don't measure. Don't eat off the list. Just drink your water every single day and then email me in a week. And it was like what she needed to start feeling ready again.
A lot of people are overwhelmed. There's so many books out there and so many programs out there, and it is so overwhelming. Who do you believe? Who do you trust? We've had over 70,000 people just at the time of this recording come through our challenge, and so many thousand custom programs I've written. I've lost count. So we've been in this game for a while. This is our jam. All right. This ain't our first rodeo. We know what we're doing. And who do you trust? Well, you trust the program that has the proven success record. You trust a program that doesn't try to sell you something in order for you to be able to maintain your weight loss. We don't want you to be a repeat offender. We want you to learn from us, through a 30-day challenge. Continue with us if you want to, or go about your life, take those tools and implement them and be happy and healthy for the rest of your life. So it is confusing, but you don't need to be confused. There is hope, and it's very simple.
It is so simple. It's so simple. It's almost ridiculous. I actually had someone write into me on the help desk and they were like, is this really it? And I'm like, no, this is really it. Like, wait, it's not a scam. We're not trying to scam you. It's really it.
The average person on a 10-pound takedown loses 12.2 pounds. And that's just basic rules. The average person on a custom program loses 10% of their body weight every month. You guys know what 10% is? This means if you're 230 pounds, you could lose 23 pounds a month if you stick to your custom program perfectly. So that's really tremendous weight loss. It's not unhealthy. It's very healthy. But we really want to ask you, why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? It's just you're putting off the inevitable. Why another year, another decade, another holiday? It's just not worth waiting. Don't wait anymore. The rest of your life could be such a better quality of life.
Yes. And you will enjoy that cruise more. Trust me. You really will. Even a few pounds down. You really, really will.
Yeah. Well, 10poundtakedown.com is the place to go to join us for our next challenge. We have one every month. So if you missed this last one, you can get the next one. Don't worry. We're here for you. We love you. We want to link arms with you. We want to love you until you can love yourself. We want to show you that you're not crazy, that you were just taught wrong and you were brainwashed by an industry that only cares about money. They do not care about health, because there's no money in healthy people. Healthy people makes a lot of sense, but that doesn't make a lot of dollars. And so you got to look out for you. And I'm not anti-government, and I'm a capitalist. But I'm telling you, it's industry driven, and we have to look out for ourselves. And we're doing, Code Red's a grassroots movement, and we're joining up with other people like Thomas DeLauer and Dr. Berg and Jason Fung and other people, Ken Berry, in the industry, that are all contributing to this real food, proper human diet. And that's what we believe. That's what we believe that we were created to eat. So we'd love for you to join us. Check us out. Carrie and I will both be there on the challenge coaching. We'll be there doing Q&As. We'll be there every day teaching you. We would love to have you join us. 10poundtakedown.com. Sis, thank you again for a great podcast.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me be here.
You guys, we'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. If you're not subscribed already, please be sure to do that right now. And if you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you could do me a quick favor and rate and review this podcast. That would be just so helpful. Speaking of help, let me know if I can help you. Go to coderedlifestyle.com, check out my programs, and see what we can do for you. Until next time, Rebel on.